Hello everybody, I'm Jackie and welcome to Squid Ink. Today, we're back on my channel doing some more art. Of course, today I'm going to fill a spread in my sketchbook of one of my characters so I got inspired because my friend sent me a reel of an outfit. My character's name is Miss Violet. This is Miss Violet. This is what she's wearing currently. And the outfit was like of, the reel was like of Marilyn Monroe. And her outfit was like a pencil skirt, a blouse, and a jacket. And I think I show it a little later on, and I talk about it. We go into like, you know, non-voiceover mode, and I talk about it. So we'll see that later. But first off, I showed you what my character looks like on a normal basis, and now I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna quickly start sketching her, or a quick little sketchy sketch of her. Yes, a sketchy sketch of her. Of course, I always start off with the head, and then I sort of add in the body, and I sort of just try to make a pose that looks decent, sort of. So, that's what we're going with. So I just keep quickly sketching her body, sketching her legs, and I'm fairly certain. I'm sorry it's at such a weird angle currently. This first one kind of stays here. That'll fit up a little later on. But I don't think she can actually stand in the way the pose is now, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Oh, there's a hand. Yep, I'm measuring. Something's wrong. I don't know what I'm measuring. Yep, but we're trying to go through sketching the hand, sketching her body and everything, and try to get her proportions so she looks like Miss Violet. So she doesn't look weird. You know? She looks okay. She doesn't look like she's not breaking a leg or anything or standing in an impossible position. So she's got like little dog ears over here on both sides, of course. Then she has super short. She has like a super short, like a pixie cut, which is super cute. I really like pixie cuts. She's like wearing a classic like black pencil skirt with red like slightly oversized jacket tucked into it, and then like a blouse underneath. So, that was the outfit that I was sent, and that we both thought would look good on this character. So, I'm going to then sketch that in. And, yes, she does have dog ears. She's a demon, but she also is, like, has dog features. She's an interesting character. She's very interesting. I like her a lot, though. You know, the character design. It sounds a little weird when you say it out loud. Yeah, so she's a demon, but she's part dog. Sounds weird when you say it out loud, but I like her. Alright, so we're going to go through, try sketching that outfit sort of closely resemble what we got going on. We got our little pencil skirt. She looks pretty cute. She's looking adorable. This outfit looks really good on her. Honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. I can draw Miss Violet again. It's been a long time since I've drawn her. I need to do that again. Okay, I'm getting off track here, but just going through quickly sketching in all the little blouse bits and everything. I add a little slit into the skirt, so I thought that'd be cute. Even though we don't necessarily see that. No. Yeah, that was a failed face attempt, but I'm gonna go through and add with like a thinner pencil and outline this sort of sketch to make it look a little more cleaner. And like what is this? What is this? Oh god, this is like something you'd see in a horror. You know what? Is this really going to get better? It probably won't, so you know what? Screw it. This is what we're dealing with right here. Maybe I can just like adjust this piece slightly and make it less creepy. I made it worse! Oh, let me try it one more time. I think I made it worse. You know what? I'll come back to it. Try to sketch this in super duper. Oh my god, come back. I just broke my pencil lead. Good job, me. Good job. Okay, I got really quiet during that because like I thought for a moment there she wasn't going to look correct. So then I got really quiet trying to fix her face. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see that due to the fact how my hand's placed. Whoops. Alright, so let's go ahead, add in her little bangs, her horns. And I never actually went back to fix that hand. It's still a nub. I never fixed it. But I went and I added in all the details of her face, which unfortunately you can't see on this one. Sorry. Added in her little hair. Well, I haven't added her hair yet, but I added in her horns, her bangs. There's her hair. She has her ears in. You draw her like sitting, I guess? So like we can have like her head be like here. Right, and then maybe like... And that's the first sketch done. Now we're moving on. We're going to fill up another little sketch. As I said, I'm going to try to draw her like sitting. I'm going to put it out right now. Sitting's still not my forte draw. I'm better at it than I was at this point in time, but like, it's not my forte, so her sitting looks a little off. I'm just going to say right now. It doesn't look bad or anything. It's just a little... I don't know, it just seemed a little off to my eye. And I tried sketching her body, but I noticed it's immediately way too small for how big her head is. So I just erased that and try again. This time we actually get sort of a decently sized body. It's probably still a little small for her head, but I think I adjust that later. So just real quickly try sketching all the little details of her. Her arms, legs, and all that stuff. Try to get a pose going on here. Try to get something going on that looks decent. I pick up my sketchbook every now and then just to make sure I'm not like... In general, I don't think I am... my sketch was not at an angle enough to where it's super distorted, but I check it sometimes just to make sure that's actually not happening. You know? Yeah, see, I make her head a little shorter. I try to go ahead sketching all her body parts a little bit more detailed so I could start adding in the outfit. I go through, add in her little legs and little feet. There we are. Cute. And this also means now I have to come up with a shoe for her, since we don't see that in the little reel I got, and then I didn't draw her feet in the first one, since I don't have to come up with a shoe later. But just go ahead sketch in her arms. I made sure they're the same size by sort of measuring them just with my fingers like you see me do. I do that all the time. It's just sort of the best way I know to make sure my fingers are... My fingers? Just make sure that the arms aren't like giant. In comparison to her, I'm starting off by adding the outfit a little bit. I'm start off by doing the skirt. I added in the waistband, a little slit. I sort of sketched in some shoes. I'm thinking like some thigh-high boots. Nope, not thigh-high, knee-high. I'm already not knee-high. I don't know. I added some nice tall boots. I sketched in a jacket, her blouse. I move her arm over slightly so it's like resting on her leg. So I think that looks cuter than what I had before. So I do that. And I will draw later. I'm sure of it. Open! Okay. I actually have no idea if I drew a hand later or not, but I guess we'll figure that out as we go. I quickly add in some details of her face, and look at this! You can see me drawing her face! Look at that! That's a miracle. Normally my fat hand's covering it. And I just quickly add in her horns, which are really fun to draw. I like drawing horns. Horns are so fun to blade draw. Add a little texture on them, and I shade that one in a little bit. Add in her bangs, which are adorable. And then I go through, add in her little ears. You know, I really like her ears. Her ears are super cute, but also like super fun to draw. I like them a lot. They kind of look like hair, which I also kind of like. You know, so I liked it. I like her ears. They're cute and fun to draw. I sort of have the basic sketch in, so I'm just trying to go through once again with a thinner pencil and just sort of clean up my sketch a little bit. So I want to be a little cleaner, less sketchy. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I don't want to finish it, so I just take a pencil to it. So that way it doesn't have to be perfect. Still be somewhat sketchy, but just not as sketchy. Yes, what a great description. Good job, me. I go for add some more details to face, and with her, she's all done. And I move on. And I start coloring. I start drawing in another one, but this time I'm using a Prismacolor color erase cut pencil, and I think this is in... It's not Vermilion. I think it's Carmine Red? I think it's Carmine Red. I could be wrong. It's the red color they have, okay? I'm fairly certain it's the only red. That's the one I'm using. And I just go up and quickly sketch her all in with that one. The reason I'm using this one is I would love to color in at least one of my sketches. So I go through with this pencil so that way I don't have to like worry about there being graphite like ghosting through the colors. Ooh. So I just go through, try sketch her in. Unfortunately, I think this is one of the stiffer drawings I made. So that's a little unfortunate. It's the one that got colored, but it is what it is. It still looks fine. So I just go through, sort of draw on her little legs, give her arms, of course. And then I make her do something with her arms so that she's just not like, it's not a T-pose, but she's just not standing there all stiff like, doing her thing. So now after I have her body in, I'm going through adding details of her outfit. Starting off with her little jacket, which is adorable. Can I point out that on the first two sketches, I really love the way I drew those sleeves. I'm just staring at them now, like I'm ignoring what I'm currently doing, but I'm staring at those sleeves. They look real nice. Can we just appreciate that for a second? Okay. Now we're done appreciating that. We're going back and we're adding coloring and we're drawing the skirt. Gosh darn it. And of course adding her little boots that I gave her. I think her proportions are off a little bit too for this one. This one just wasn't it, unfortunately. But I still colored it in just so that way I can see how the outfit looks on her with her colors and everything, and just see like her hair and all that stuff, so just see how it's all nice and looks all together. And I think I do actually end up going with the same colors that were used in the little real, like same sort of idea of layout of colors with the red and the black and the white, but we'll see that when we get there. Right now I'm just quickly coloring all the stuff in, adding in her little face again. Why is my cursor on the screen? Gosh darn it. Ignore that, but we're adding in the face. Adding in, I struggled with her face, so I just used a regular pencil for that one. For that piece of the sketch at least. And now I'm just drawing and the rest of her little details, like her ears and her little horns that are so fun to draw. I like characters with horns. As I said, it's fun to have, like, that's one way of adding in texture. Adding just like texture to your drawing, or just the horns. And they're like a cool thing to put on top of your character's head. That's not like a hat or something. Hats are cool. I struggle drawing this, but hats are cool. And I was just shading in her ear a little bit. She's looking super cute. Unfortunately, I think this footage is a little laggy, but we're dealing with it. And now I'm going to go through with my fine liners. Once again, I am using the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens. I'm using black colored ones and sepia colored ones once again. And I'm just going to go through and add in line art everywhere that I see fit. As I see fit, I'm just adding line art everywhere. What do you mean as I see fit? What the crap am I talking about? So I just go through line art everything that is, you know, sketched in that I like, highlighting all my favorite lines, making it look good. There, she's looking pretty good. This is looking alright. And while I'm waiting for the line art to dry, I start doodling her little Miss Violet over in the corner here. Now this drawing, this one's one of my favorite drawings on the bloody spread. This one is super sketchy. It has a lot of personality to it, and it just looks good. So you see, I sort of just like, I tilt one of her shoulders up a little bit, and like her face is just looking straight at you. Ooh, and it's just sort of like, it's like a torso shot of her, and it looks really cute. Right. So then after this, I sort of just, now this one, I actually decided to draw her just like without the jacket, so she's just like wearing like her little blouse thing. So I just sort of draw that in, and right across is just a straight across like blouse. I guess it's not exactly a blouse the way I drew it. It's more like a sleeveless tank top almost. It's kind of how like I drew, or did I draw it as just a regular tank top? It's something along the lines of tank top idea. It's kind of how I drew it, and I think it looks really cute and really good on her. See, it is just tank top. My bad. So I go through just sketching her arms and everything, her face, adding her little tank, and her face is very expressive on this one. And I like this too. I like this. I need to draw my characters with more expression rather than just smiling, honestly. This one turned out so bloody well. I love this drawing. I love it. Did I say that enough? I like this drawing. I'm proud of it. I give her little ears, and she looks so adorable. She looks adorable, even though she's definitely very angry. Give her ears. She has like her horns. Now the horns were a little weird. I will admit that much. Her horns are a little weird, so I don't know how to draw them from a front angle. But that's the only part about this. Even though they don't look that bad at all. They still look cute. Still look good. I like this one. Yes. She has that expression. Yeah, the little shoulders are just... it's great. It's great. It's great. And then after that, I just cleaned up the sketch a smidgen, finished adding in all of her details. And just about with that, the sketch is done. And you tell I'm pointing at it, doing dancing around it, so I really, really like it. Then I start off and I go ahead and start sketching another little one. Just trying to fill in the space while I'm waiting for that line art to dry, so I'm worried about it bleeding. So I've had so many bad experiences with that in the past. So I'm going off, I'm sketching another little sitting violet. This one she's much more like, you know, like flat sitting on something. The other one she's sort of just like a floating sit. So this one she's just sort of sitting. She has both her hands on her legs. And she's sitting very straight. And her little legs are tucking in towards her. It's a cute little pose. It's a cute little pose. Now I'm going through adding in her details a little bit, adding in her head. All the details, her outfits are drawn. This one was super small, so you couldn't really see very much of it, so my hand was in the way. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to get better with that. I think I am better with that, but I could be wrong. Then I draw this super itty bitty one. And this one's adorable as well. Very adorable. It's a cute little pose, and then like her outfit's adorable. It's small, simple, and cutesy. I like it. And there, you see I'm pointing that down again. I like that one as well. Now, finally, I erase the sketch underneath my drawing, and I'm going in with some watercolors. These are the Sakura Koi watercolors. And anymore, I can't tell you what colors I used. I'm very sorry about that. I recorded this kind of a long time ago, and I didn't say it in the video. Genius. So I apologize about that, but I'm coloring her skin everywhere there's skin. I even bring it up into the horns a little bit as well, so maybe I do some blending there. And while I'm waiting for the watercolor to dry a little bit, I once again start sketching in her violet, because why not? There's still plenty of space on the paper, and I can still sketch in just a few more while everything's drying. Why not? So I just sketch in like a little, just, that's mainly a head. It has a little bit of shoulder and her little eyes and everything. Try and get those right. And I just add in all of her details, and she's looking good. And I remember very specifically her, she has like this one like really long eyelash thing on her eye. And if I remember correctly, that's very inspired by Princess Tutu, I think was the name of the anime. It was very inspired by that. I need to finish that, but that's where that sort of came from. I was watching it, and I really liked the way that sort of just like used that in my style in one of the characters, and she was that character. I once then sketching another little violet down there, and once another one because I can't help myself. Now I'm going through, after swatching a couple of reds, I'm adding in her little red jacket, and it looks so cute. It looks so cute on her. The jacket looks great on her. I love it. I love it. This outfit really suits her. It looks nice. And she's just going for... Jeez, I almost went in third person for a second there. My god. I'm finishing this off with all the red. It looks great. I'm coloring in her boots with the black watercolor, I believe. Yeah, it's not gray. It's black. I'm just using some black watercolor, going in and filling in her boots with all that. Both of them, of course. And then once we're done there, I am going to say this right now. I believe this is where we have a jump in time. Is that right? Nope. I lied to you. We're coloring the horns. And now we're having time jump. There it is. Some of the footage was lost somehow. So now her skirt's colored in and her horns are now black. I don't know where this footage is. I looked for it. I'm sorry. But now I'm going to go through and we'll color in her hair. She's a blonde, so she has like this nice, I gave her this nice like golden yellow color for her hair. I thought that would look nice with the other color she's got going on, but of course it's just how she looked when I designed her. She's blonde and it was so cute. this was a great color for her hair. I wish I'd tell you which one it was. But now I'm going to go through with another layer of the black watercolor and sort of just like add in some shadows to the skirt and to the boot that's like behind the boot in the back. The one that's behind her other leg. Gosh darn it. And I add in some shadows to her skin. Just a little bit of shadows to her skin everywhere on her arms, her legs, and under the chin and everything. I do that just to give her a little bit more depth. I add in some blushies because I love blushies. Blushies are adorable. I love them. Add that in. And I'm going to go in with some darker red, and just to make her jacket be more like it's a three-dimensional object, not just like a, you know, a drawing on paper. So I just go in, make it, you know, pop a little bit with all those shadows and everything. And there we go. And I like this red. This red's nice. This red was nice. I kind of wish I should have made her jacket a smidgen darker, I think. I know I made it super light to contrast with the black, but I think I should have made it a little lighter. I mean, a little darker is what I think. No, maybe it's fine with the hair. I don't know. I might just want to play with the colors a little bit again in the future. I think that'd be fun. Now I'm going through with her hair. I'm adding in some darker spots to her hair to make her more like a dirty blonde. I need some little bits of brown and everything, sort of blending that out with my finger, and I finally grabbed the second brush to blend it out with rather than just using my hands. We're not finger painting here, not anymore. So I'm just going to do that on all of her hair and on her ears as well, since her ears are dog ears, they're covered in hair. So I just do that as well. All that in, it looks good. Blend it all out so it's not just like random streaks of brown through her hair and everything. Bam, blend that out. I said I actually have a second brush for this. Look at that, actually second brush. And finally, I take a white Posca pen, go over anywhere I want to clean up, and take a white pen and I highlight anything, like her horns, eyes, and everything. And with that, all the highlights are added in and everything, and the sketchbook spread is done. So, I'm so glad y'all came along with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!